Hey guys, so big news first. This is the first episode of a new season, and this is also officially the very first episode for weekly podcast release. So like I said in the last episode, you guys were wanting me to do weekly. I was doing monthly there for a while, also like every other month. But I made a promise to you guys after all of your feedback, you wanted weekly, so here I am, your very first official weekly podcast episode. So I'm really excited about this. And then nothing's changing. I'm still bringing kick-ass, 5 to 10 minutes, if not less, of motivation once a week to you guys. And I really think that Wednesdays are going to be super fantastic because this is that midday slump that people get into sometimes. And so I'm hoping that these episodes will be enough to kind of kick your ass into gear for the rest of the week until the following Wednesday when I am back. So I want to talk about putting ourselves on the back burner. And this is kind of a basis of a lot of my episodes, but I've just seen so much lately with people and the whole mindset around this season of, I'll just wait, And so this time of year, more than ever, most people put their goals, their needs, and themselves on hold. But why? Seriously, sit back and ask yourself why. So like you saw at the title of this episode, we are not hibernating. We're not putting ourselves or anything else on hold for the winter. You say that you'll get back on track next month, but it is just a mindset. Because what if I told you that this month was actually March or April and not December, And then what? What reason or excuses would you use, Do you see where I'm going with this? The world has put Mondays, new months, and new years on this magical pedestal, And so open your eyes and realize that there's nothing magical about them. No matter if it's Christmas, New Year's, spring break, summer, etc., just be honest with yourself and stop saying that it's the holidays and just say that your needs aren't important, because that is literally what you are saying, whether you realize that or not. So what you're saying is, I'll be important next week. I'll be important next month. I'll be important next season. And you stay on this ridiculous hamster wheel. Step off of it and don't spend another minute of your life living like this. Don't spend another minute waiting for someone else to tell you that it's okay to focus on yourself and to put yourself first. Their approval of you is not needed, and you'll waste your life away if you keep waiting on them. We have become so reliable on others to tell us what to do next, and not make our own decisions. So we wait around and we wait for these people to tell us when we should work on our goals, when we should put ourselves first, everything, But you hold that freaking power. So put your damn foot down and take it back and stop letting your life be ran by everyone that surrounds you instead of being ran by yourself. You have to be willing to keep going with or without people, with or without their decisions on your life or their approval or anything else. Your hunger for growth has to be stronger than anything else. I've always been willing to learn. If I didn't know how to do something, then I'd search for the answer. I wouldn't let my lack of knowledge stop me from moving forward. I had no idea how to create a podcast. None. Most of the things in my life I had no idea how to do, obviously. But I had no idea what I'd talk about. I knew nothing, honestly. And in the beginning, I was very much I probably could have started this podcast episode, or all in general, my entire podcast. I probably could have started it way earlier than I did. But I was also on that hamster wheel of I don't know what to do. What am I going to talk about? What if people don't listen? What is this? What is that? Blah, blah, blah. And then I was fuck it. So I had no idea what I was doing, no idea how to design things that I wanted to create, but I had that nudge to keep moving forward because there was more out there. I knew there was more out there. It's just a feeling, and if you've ever felt it, then you know that you're called to do something higher, And so I knew that I would figure it out along the way. Sometimes you truly are your own limitation. You are the person that is standing in your own way. You are holding yourself back. Not the week, not the month, not the season, not your brother-in-law, sisters, cousins, uncle. You are the one standing in your own damn way. And if you're thinking, well, I don't even know where to start, so I won't. let's go back a couple seconds when I was just saying the same exact thing before I started this podcast, which was like a year ago. Had to be longer than a year ago. Anyways, this besides the point. I had the same exact mindset of I don't know where to start, so I'm not going to. So let me give you a few tips that have helped me along the way. YouTube or Google. I am dead serious. We are living in a time where we have so much available to us right at our fingertips. We just have to utilize it correctly. Don't have access to the internet? Go to your local library and submerge yourself in books surrounding whatever it is that you're working towards. Find free workshops to attend and surround yourself with people who have done what you want to do. You can learn from them. You can soak in all of the info that you want and collect those golden nuggets of knowledge that you can utilize now and in the future. I am not the person that you want to come to with excuses, and I used to be such an enabler of people with excuses. I'd do the whole pat on the back, like, they're there, like, it's okay, maybe next time, let's try again, champ. And it was so repetitive, but that is not who I am anymore. If you come to me with an excuse, I'm going to give you a solution to try out, and I'm moving on. And before you come at me with the whole life happens speech, let me tell you that there is a very big difference between showing compassion for a situation versus enabling poor behavior. Like, I feel like so many times we enable poor behavior and we slap a pretty sticker on it and we just say, oh, they're going through tough times. Like, shit happens, and I am an extremely compassionate person, but I have zero time for bullshit. You have to know the difference between compassion and enabling poor behavior with the people around you and with yourself. And so when things get difficult, you don't say, well, I couldn't figure it out, so I just gave up. When you were a child, you didn't say, well, I didn't know how to walk, so I'll just give up. I don't know how to ride a bike, so I'll just give up. I don't know how to write with a pencil, so I'll just give up. I can't figure out how to do this or that, so I'll just give up. That's just you standing in your own way, truthfully. I feel like as adults, we've gotten, to this point where we have forgotten that we all started out not knowing how to do things. We didn't know how to talk, we didn't know how to walk, we didn't know how to hit a ball, etc. Your goals and putting yourself first is the same exact thing. It is something new. It's scary as shit, but starting out as a beginner is nothing new for us. You've just gotten comfortable and you've stopped growing. You won't be good at whatever you're starting the beginning. And I know that your perfectionism mindset is kicking in right now saying, well, I just won't start at all then. Like, man, come on. Are you serious right now? You're not going to start working on something that will change your life because you won't be an expert at it as soon as you start. I'm going to tell you straight up, that is ridiculous. And I'm a recovering perfectionist, so I freaking get it. But I also understand that I was self-sabotaging so many things in my life with that mindset. You're going to start, you're going to stumble, you're going to fall over, just like learning to walk, but you'll get back up and you get better at whatever it is you're working towards every single time. This is growth. So take a stand against the norm. Don't put yourself and your needs on hold any longer. Here is an end of the episode affirmation for you. Grab a pencil, write it down, and say it out loud every single day as a reminder. I don't want you guys to write these affirmations down on a sticky note and then you never see them again. Like, that's not the freaking point. Write them down, put them somewhere that you're going to see them every day. And if you are not a pencil paper person, type it up on your phone or on your computer, or I don't know, grab lipstick and put it on your mirror. I don't know what to tell you, but do something to write this down where you're going to see it every single day so you can say it out loud as a reminder. Here we go. Failures do not define me. Instead, they fuel my growth. If this episode resonated with you, then I would love it if you left a review. And feel free to share this episode on your social media and tag me in it on Instagram at barbells_and_brownies so that we can empower people all over the world. I love y'all.